Welcome to the service clinic at Low Country Harley-Davidson. I'm Doc Harley. I received a great email and wanted to share it with you. This is from Doyle Henderson. His wife has a 2018 Tri-Glide, and several months ago, we came back from a nice ride in the mountains. I am so jealous. But on the way home, we got caught in the rain. So after we got back and parked our bikes in the basement, which I'd like to know more about because we don't have basements here in South Carolina, my wife placed her parking brake on and we went on with our lives. Well, it wasn't until the next weekend we had time to ride again. Well, I usually undo the parking brake and push the bike outside, getting the bike ready for her. Well, it wouldn't move. Wouldn't move forward, wouldn't move backwards. He put his whole weight into it, and I'm not telling you how much the guy weighs. Could not move it. Doyle got frustrated, got on the bike, put it in gear, first gear, and let the clutch out, and pow! He pushed it back into the basement and called the dealership. Well, the dealership came and got it and looked it over and said, "There's nothing wrong, Doyle. We'll adjust the parking brake a little bit, but there's really nothing wrong." So, of course, Doc Harley gets the email going, "Doc, what's up? What can I do about this?" So, of course, I call Harley-Davidson. I said, "All right, I've got a 2018 Tri-Glide, and she put the parking brake on in water." And he said, "I think I know where this is going. Let me explain why this is going on." Okay. The rotor, magnet. Magnet sticks to it. Really good steel here. Brake pads. Harley-Davidson has always used a semi-metallic brake pad, so it has excellent properties in the rain. I'm riding in the rain. Want good pads, want to slow down. So this combination of a semi-metallic pad and a wonderful good steel rotor, put them together, put the parking brake on, which squeezes with rain, water on the disc and on the pad. Yes, what forms? A little rust. Yeah, you put two pieces of metal with a lot of water on it, and they kind of stick together. You've seen this happen back in the old days with the cars, 60s, 50s. I'm showing my age here, but okay. When you squeeze these two together with water in between and around and you let it dry on its own, it's going to create that little chemical reaction and stick. What can you do about it? All right, well, there's been some drastic things on the internet. Some people say, take the parking brake off. Don't do that. Some of them say, hey, change the pads. You can get a non-semi-metallic pad, but why? I want the best pads I can to stop in the rain. That's a lot of weight I want to stop in the rain. So, you've got Harley-Davidson chose this material for the rotor because it dissipates heat a lot, okay, and lasts a long time. They've always had semi-metallic because of the rain. It's a good combination. What we need to do is, when you come back and you've been caught in the rain, now this is only if you leave your bike for a long period of time. Let's say you're on a vacation and you're riding, you get stuck in rain and you pull into the motel, you put your brake on, okay. The next day, it's not going to be stuck, all right? One day is not going to do it, but here we had 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, yeah, and it didn't dry on itself. What I suggest is don't put the parking brake on. Get yourself some inexpensive chucks like they do in airplanes, put it behind and in front of one wheel and let it dry on its own. Then the next day, put the parking brake on, okay? I would rather have a fantastic braking situation and know about why it's doing it than to change things drastically just because it sticks once in a while. Hope I answered your question, Doyle. Thank you for the email. I'm Doc Harley. We'll see you next week.